Vehicle inspection officers (VIO) in Abuja are responsible for making sure all vehicles on the road are licensed and vehicle users are roadworthy. They also carry out inspections on vehicles involved in accidents and other vehicle-related activities. Some road users in Abuja have commended the efforts of the VIO and urged them to do more, while some complained about the unprofessional conduct of some of the officers. Our correspondent spoke to drivers and some others that have had an encounter with the VIO.
This morning, like when we were going to town, um, the VIO officers stop us on top the bridge. So why they stop us is they say the guy is carrying a passenger, that is carrying someone, like fine, that one is acceptable, that they have won it, you understand. But what we are saying here is what just happened today is it shouldn't be something. Why you see we are struggling here today is the people that stop us from the bridge. They are not putting on any uniform. They are not with ID card. Let us assume we are some of these bad boys in Nigeria. We should have caused fights with them because we'll be thinking they are coming to rob us and collect our bike. So since morning we have been here pleading that they should give us the bike. That if peradventure we are wrong for what we did, that we are very sorry, that they should give us the bike, and they have nothing to say about it. So now like this, we don't even know what to do. These are most of the things that cause problem in the country.
Some vehicle, they will take overloading, number one. Then there's some vehicle, there is no paper. They are operating in Nigeria. It's not supposed to be like that. So they are operating is very, very normal. You understand? Then all we need, we don't need them to pursue any vehicle. Anyone escape you is gone. That is all.
My name is Silas. I drive a transport at times. I'm a government worker. But due to the question you asked me about the VIO, I don't see what is bad about we having a VIO, because the full meaning of VIO simply means Vehicle Inspection Officer. And they are supposed to inspect our vehicles to know if the tires are bad, if they are roadworthy, if the trafficators are not there, if the brake lights are not functioning, other vehicles coming behind will not see. Like now, if you are running a transport, your plate number is to be red. Why people running transport are using blue plate number? So these are part of the things that make some people to fall victims. They enter the wrong hand of people that you say maybe kidnappers, armed robbers, things like that. If the VIO stop you, you stop. You are a human being like you. When you stop, if you are not on seat belt, you still that commit the offense. And if they stop you, they will check your particulars. They will check your papers. The particulars we are talking about is not up to 10,000 naira, and it's once in a year. The driving license you do the driving license 3 years, 5 years. And if you do your driving license and you have your papers, they don't have any business with you. They will check you. After they check you, they see your vehicle is roadworthy, the trafficators are working, the wipers are working, the mirrors are working. There's nothing they will do to you.
There was a day I saw how a VIO strangled the driver with seatbelt because he was trying to arrest the driver. The driver was shouting. So we have to come to rescue the driver. They should have the right approach. They should not just be chasing drivers like some of these touts that will just enter somebody's vehicle. Thank you.
Concerning the VIO people, they are doing a very good job. They are doing a very good job. The only problem is that some of them are wearing muftin to arrest people, which some people, much of people are complaining about it, about that they are this in part of work of wearing a muftin to be arresting people. So that is the problem we are having with them.
We also spoke to Mr. Carlo Emetu, the head of Public Relations Division of the Directorate of Road Traffic Service, who highlighted on the mandate of the Directorate and other vital issues.
The Directorate is the body responsible for vehicle administration in the territory. When I say vehicle administration, it includes the registration of vehicles. It includes renewal of vehicle particulars. It includes licensing of prospective drivers. For you to be a driver, you must pass through the VIO. You go to driving school. After your tenure there, you come to us. we test whether you were able to learn what you were supposed to learn. Once we pass you, that is when we give approval for you to be captured. When you are captured, you'll be issued a driver's license, and that is when you become a driver. Without passing through the directorate, you will not be called a driver. You will only be trying to drive, forcing yourself to drive, but you are not recognized by law as a driver. That one aside, we also inspect vehicles. That is the one most people know us. Vehicle inspection officers. It's just an aspect of our job. It's not up to 10% of our job. We make sure that vehicles are in good condition for them to ply FCT roads. That one aside also, we manage traffic in the city. We make sure that when you leave your house, you get to your destination at the right time. But you still see people who will tell you that we cause traffic build-up on the roads. And such people, they only say it when they are aggrieved. Either they are asked to go and pay for the expired document, or the vehicle is not in good condition, they will conclude by saying we constitute traffic build-up on the roads, which is far from what we do. What we do is to ensure that your vehicle is in good condition. It's not the type that will stop you on the roads, causing accidents. It's not the type that will endanger the lives of both the driver and other road users. So these are most of the things we do. And we do it in the interest of the society. We do it to have sanity on our roads. We do it to ensure that when you drive on the roads, you feel safe, you feel secured. That is why we have our motto as safety and service, making sure that when you leave your house, you get back to your house safely. Yes, while I was explaining earlier, I mentioned some of the things that give us certain names. It's not the way it is. Though in every 12 there must be Judas. We try as much as possible to ensure that such bad eggs, we remove them among us. It's only when you are not identified as a criminal or you've not committed anything that will dent the image of the Directorate that you remain part of us. We have our internal mechanism, how we handle such people who find it difficult to do their work without, in one way or the other, stepping on toes. We have a way of dealing with people who are high-handed. We have a way of handling any form of indiscipline. We don't tolerate it. Especially the present administration, the present management in the Directorate. We told our officers and men that we have zero tolerance for indiscipline. Any form of indiscipline, no matter how highly placed, no matter where you are coming from, as far as you are a staff of this Directorate, we don't take it lightly. As we speak, we have over 30 names that have been shortlisted for them to be sacked. We have some of them that we have stopped their salaries. We are doing all these things to check against such behaviors. We try as much as possible to make sure that we have disciplined personnel. And the crop of personnel we have at the moment, you can't compare them with what we have, say, 5-10 years ago, when the complaint was so much. So perhaps those you ask are people who are still living in the past. At the moment, we have zero tolerance for indiscipline, all forms of indiscipline.
The VIO is an important component when it comes to tackling insecurity in the country, especially in the FCT Abuja.
When your vehicle is stolen, once it's brought to our notice, we have ways we assist to make sure that the vehicle is recovered. We don't have to say it on air because it's a security matter. In the same way, there is no crime that will be committed without making use of vehicle. When such thing happens and is brought to our knowledge, once you have the identification number of that vehicle, the person is bound to be caught, or the people involved are bound to be caught. These are several other ways we assist. If we give information to other law enforcement agents for them to do their job. Security matter is not what you discuss on air like that. Having explained to you at this level, you should know that we contribute so much to ensure that there is safety, there is a crime-free society in every place we operate.
Nigerians should cooperate with officers of the Directorate by making sure their vehicles are registered and drivers get licensed.
It's just for us to be law-abiding. When you are law-abiding, you obey every law. You obey everything you are asked to do as far as the law of the land is concerned. When you are driving and you are driving with your vehicle particulars intact, you are driving with valid driver's license, you are driving without beating traffic lights, obeying all forms of traffic laws, nobody will disturb you. You are a free citizen. You can move about without anybody disturbing you. In the same way, any other thing that will lead you into crime, anything that will cause problem, anything that will make somebody feel that you have infringed on his rights, you try and avoid it. Simply obey the laws. Obey the traffic laws and regulations. Obey every other law. 2023, don't join the bad gang. Don't join those that will say the election will not hold. Don't do anything that will disturb the election. These are the things we'll tell you. As far as you are driving on the roads and we see you going against some of these things I've mentioned, all these things I've mentioned, will not allow you. In the same way, other law enforcement agencies will not allow you to perpetrate that evil, because anything against the society is evil. We have to condemn it. At every time, we'll make sure that when we see anybody doing any of these things that will cause a breach of the law, we condemn it. Either we report the person or we advise him not to do it, depending on the situation we find ourselves. We should realize that the country belongs to all of us. It's only when you play your part and the other person plays his part that we'll have a good society and all of us will enjoy it. Nigeria may be bad the way you look at it, but you have something to do to make it a better place. It's only when we work like that, all of us, that we have that society of our dream.